Governments need a philosophy. Otherwise, how will they consistently govern? The short answer is, they won't. The long answer is, they'll try to govern and do it poorly. If you're curious, we are 100% in that last part. This particular administration is governing poorly. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Allegedly, Alexander Hamilton. That quote, probably not from A. Ham, says it all. You have to have a core belief system, things you stand for, and not just when it's convenient. This is how philosophers and political leaders from around the world have described the ideal construction of a good government and a good life. You have to believe in something. Whether that something is good or bad is usually left to the moral philosophers. But a core has to be there. Otherwise, you're just a snake on a pole, whipping in the wind. This government's philosophy is chaos, not a great ruling ethos. They will change their beliefs in a matter of seconds if something else appears more ridiculous. Let's look at AI regulations as an example. This government has been advocating for the unrestricted use of AI technology for 10 years. That sounds perfectly reasonable to them. This technology already makes life or death decisions, so we definitely should let it run wild. As I said, chaos. AI is a good choice for an example here because they had their No AI Regulations section of their so-called Big Beautiful Bill. It was ripped out by a rare act of intelligence by the US Senate. Imagine my surprise when I was skimming headlines and found this today, an executive order regulating AI, consistent with their belief system, today anyway. I took a look because curiosity always gets the better of me. Lo and behold, it was about AI being too woke. This, by the way, is part of a solid chaos strategy. Beat a topic's drum so loud and often that everyone gets sick of talking about it. It may sound like a silly method, but it does work. Woke has fallen into this pit of despair. I don't think it's that people are sick of discussing the issues surrounding wokeness. They're sick of these madmen pretending not to understand the importance of the problems facing us. With a chaos ethos, you don't care about the outcome of the argument, just that everyone is spinning their wheels. In this blog post, which evolved into an executive order and subsequently into AI-generated content, is the announcement that 2 weeks ago, they were against regulating AI. They now want to regulate AI to not be woke. Americans will require reliable outputs from AI, but when ideological biases or social agendas are built into AI models, they can distort the quality and accuracy of the output from this idiotic order. The problem here, of course, is that these biases are not built into LLMs. Not into the legitimate ones anyway. Can you make an AI bias? Absolutely. Most reputable vendors do their best, but no one is perfect. All AI has a bias. Most of these biases result from poor training, which is often unintentional. For example, a group of white dudes trains a facial recognition system. When it goes into production, it can't reliably recognize people of any other color, just good old US pink TM. That has happened. It continues to happen. Being woke means we should fix those issues, not pretend they don't exist. If you try to tell that system, oh no, that's not a bug, we mean for you not to recognize anyone of color. The result is a terrible system and an insanely dishonest output. This is the kind of poison this executive order means to inject into AI systems. They even mention unconscious bias in this order as something that AI should not even consider. Nonsense. They also list several alleged incidents involving AI. It allegedly misgendered the Pope and the Founding Fathers, also not accurately recognizing their race. They then complain about adding rules that would make this not possible. For example, one major AI model changed the race or sex of historical figures, including the Pope, the Founding Fathers, and Vikings, when prompted for images because it was trained to prioritize DEI requirements at the cost of accuracy. Another AI model refused to produce images celebrating the achievements of white people, even while complying with the same request for people of other races. In yet another case, an AI model asserted that a user should not misgender another person, even if necessary to stop a nuclear apocalypse. Since they provided no evidence at all that any of this happened, I decided to try it on 3 major AI models. I got the expected outputs. The AI managed to keep all of its woke nonsense to itself. How about that? I would never go so far as to call our government a bunch of pathologically lying ghouls. No, that would be an assault on pathologically lying ghouls. They are chaos manufacturing lunatics, no morals, no ethos. Just give people something easy to hate. AI would rather blow up the world than misgender anyone. Really, please stop it. You should question everything anyone tells you, but you should start questioning this group with a simple bias. Their lips are moving, they're lying. Let's get to the truth.